Welcome back. It is still the AM Weekend Show, and this is the last power segment. This is our social media trends. We're going to be deep diving into the world of social media to find out all that is trendy, hot, and spicy on the internet. And this week, it has been a whole lot of stories, a whole lot of things to talk about. But joining us this morning is the very beautiful Queen, Ijeoma Luke. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
You guys look good. I'm fine.
Thank you. You look amazing yourself. What is this called? What's this dressing called? I'm seeing the shoes,
giving Nigeria,
and the socks.
I just put the outfit together last night.
I heard that the weekend is about to be hot because Premier League is about to start.
Yeah,
every man is just gingering and getting ready.
We're supposed to be in
I'm happy
Morocco
for
now,
you.
but maybe next time we get the money.
It was something I wanted to say. I can't say it on air. But yeah, welcome once again. Let's just get into it before we run out of time. Earlier on the show, we talked about the Ibom Air Saga, and comfort is being compensated by a lot of people. We're seeing billionaire businessman coming out to give her an all-expense paid trip to Doha. We're also seeing Ogochukwu be coming down, an all-expense trip to Doha. And this is from Senior Special Assistant of Media to Delta State Governor, who is offering Comfort Emanson an all-expense paid trip to Delta.
It has money.
To Delta State, all-expense paid trip to Delta State.
Does he I think he meant shopping too, like he's adding shopping.
Maybe because
flight money there.
Because if it,
money is there.
Flight, I guess.
Okay,
Flight, accommodation and everything.
So to attend Delta Media Summit and a job with a monthly salary of 500,000 naira after her release from Kirikiri. Now, this has gotten a lot of people thinking, in as much as we appreciate that she has to be compensated. We talked about it with Barrister Chidi, and he said there's really nothing you can do to erase what we saw on the internet. So that is why it is, a good thing for people to compensate her at this point. But now looking at the kind of compensation, looking at, first of all, the attention it's getting, and then the compensation. You're giving her 500,000 naira job opportunity, which has gotten a lot of people are mad about it because
what's the qualification?
Public sentiment is that calm down now. Allow Ijeoma. Public sentiment is that we have a lot of graduates out there looking for jobs. Public sentiment is that a lot of people have hustled, and then the fact that whatever we saw online was an altercation between two people who were not properly behaved.
Right.
In as much as the hostess has her issues, she too had her issues.
I love
so are we promoting bad behavior? Because a lot of people now are saying that, right now at this point I should become Quam 3. I should go and have an issue with somebody now so that we can give me all expense paid trip or job opportunity. But what's your take on it?
Well, I love what you said. Both of them are at fault. Because when that clip came out initially, I wasn't supporting the girl. I was never on her side. Even the air hostess though. But I want to, at the point where the air hostess was blocking her from, I want to know why they kept her back in the aircraft, And I also want to know why, I want to understand. Someone said it's because of she didn't turn off her phone before.
Yes.
And all that. So the lady is wrong. But you see that the air hostess is wrong. But you see that lady, and she has issues. She has mad issues because when they told her to calm down, in that clip, let the security people come and escort her out. When the security people came, those men came, right? They told her, "Madam, please come with us. He's okay." They've been saying, "He's okay. Please come with us." She did not want to accept. She doesn't want to go with them. She kept on hitting everybody. And
Ijeoma,
to drag her out.
Okay. I wish you stayed earlier. We talked about the story at length. We even had an eyewitness who came on social media to say what he saw, and it's quite different from what those clips, what those shots. So it's been established that the air hostess triggered her. It's been established that she wanted to even come out by herself, but the air hostess still blocked her. So I'm saying, in order for us to save time, let's not get into all the issues
stories.
are fresh. Let's now look at the compensation. The fact that she's been given 500,000 naira job, and the fact that all expenses. How do you feel about? How does it make you feel?
Are you sure we're not going to plan to do something?
How does it make you feel?
I'm not planning. I will never in my life do that because that's so embarrassing.
Like find another thing we can do that can
No, I'm not. Oh, I'm not going to do that with you. But I feel like most Nigerian men love that promoting certain behaviors when they see women do one or two things that exposes some sensitive part of their body or whatever they want to move into. Because why are you saying you want to pay for an all expense trip to Delta? Give her put on this payroll of
well.
500,000. Why are we doing that? I mean, someone highlighted that thing on Twitter and said, and we get first class graduates for Delta State University. We just laugh, hold camera and they laugh.
We have best graduation students collecting 10,000 naira.
10,000 naira, 20,
UNN.
50.
My first question is, on what grounds are we doing this thing? On what grounds are we giving her all expense paid? Because Nigerian love a lot of sentiment.
We
judge everything with sentiment, and it's not necessary. On what grounds are you giving her 500,000 naira job? Is she qualified for it? She will go ahead and be misbehaving. No, you cannot just give somebody a job that pays 500,000 because she fought on the plane and now
she was trying to justify a lot. She posted a video of her crying.
I understand the place of compensation. We compensate people when things happen, but not in that order. It's not in this manner, please.
You're saying she shouldn't be compensated?
I mean, for the exposing of her body, but she caused it. They told her to they tried to escort her gently, but she didn't want to. She was being feisty. So when something, because I've seen issues like that too, clips like issues, someone having an issue with another person on the plane. I see the way they escort people like that. I basically felt that she was mentally deranged. Maybe she has a little bit of
it's a lot of things altogether. But all I know is that this is not the way to go.
And she's really milking the situation really well, because I was seeing that something about her. She posting a video with a guy saying that her boyfriend stood by her while they were calling her this, calling her that. I'm like, all these things is not necessary.
Next thing now, she becomes
I think here. I think
Nigerian brands will start following her.
Exactly.
Next thing, brand ambassador.
I think one of the things that changed the narrative to her favor was the fact that we started seeing more clips about the said air hostess.
Yeah.
I mean, there were no. She has bad PR out there. So and you know how social media works. A lot of people are not really thinking. It's about sentiments, like you said. So there's this thing about who is winning. So for some reason, we can change attention immediately. We can go from supporting this person to backlashing the person and a whole lot of things. But away from that, personally, I would say based on the compensation thing, I don't know if there is. I'm really wondering if there is a law or some regulation that should guide this kind of thing. And then the second thing I'm checking is if she has a right to sue the airline for that exposure, especially for that exposure. I think there's nothing more compensating than that. I mean, by the time she sues, now whatever amount she sues, whatever you get.
Not willing
but saying that, but
maybe
Delta,
she has a lot at stake, sorry.
I don't know what it is, but I feel like there has to be a more proper way to go about.
Do you know that in this situation now, the main cause of the problem has not been treated?
It does not.
And we're already running with who to promote and who to compensate. The main problem now, nobody knows what happened exactly. There has been speculations and rumors.
Yes, now the solid one we have is from the
witness.
From the
but
witness.
There's no clear investigation to say that we have arrived to this thing.
Exactly.
And treat that problem. Nobody's talking about treating what caused the problem. We are now compensating people.
We're saying the same thing. Procedures. There are no procedures. How did we arrive at the compensation? How did we now arrive at 500? 500K.
It's not the exposure.
Let's not be
because she was taken to the prison even with the exposure. We arrived to the compensation and everything because of social media uproar. That's how we arrived to that compensation. And if we continue to lean into this thing, where are we going to as a country? As the people that whenever social media makes noise, even when they are wrong or not, you leave your investigation, leave the structure you're supposed to put on, and go ahead to just do because people are shouting and saying.
But I'm not gonna lie, I like social media for that, really.
Yes, I do.
Because we've seen several things that wouldn't have gained attention if social media didn't push
but
it.
people still like take advantage of it negatively.
The right thing to do is because of that attention, people take advantage. People take of it. What you're supposed to do.
I'm trying to come out now because
people call
we talked about this thing before. I think give Ijeoma space to talk. You know what?
Ogo is agreeing.
When people call your attention to these things, that's where you now go ahead to ensure that you fish out the whole issues and solve the problem so it doesn't repeat itself.
Okay. Ijeoma, please, any final words on this
I don't know,
before we take the comments?
Both of them are wrong, but I don't even support that girl one bit.
Compensation, please.
Compensation, I don't think it's called for. I feel like the only person that should compensate her is the airline. Okay. For what the air hostess did or the security guy did. And again, it was her fault because we're telling her, please, madam, but she was fighting. And the only thing you can do then is to bundle the person out. How would they know that she wasn't wearing that?
You know, like we said, we've not really established all the facts. So we'll just hope, fingers crossed, let's hope that they'll do a proper investigation on the matter.
I don't want to believe
let's hope
life has moved on, my dear.
Anyways, let's take a look at the comments. Let's have the comments on screen. Here's the first comment from Dr. Farouk. He says, "Since the next time I get on a plane, now me and one air hostess go get issue, and I will make sure someone records me and remove my shirt to 500k salary monthly on top waiting." Next comment from Chidebere. "In Nigeria, you don't need talent to be a superstar. Just get famous for the wrong reasons. Break a few rules and bow to the right people. Congratulations, you're trending." Now, this is another comment here. It says, "Since they give Kwan 1 ambassadorship, Kwan 2 suppose get her own benefits now. Make I too try go cause pandemonium for Niger airport. Make I get job, I beg." It's a good gesture, but what about people who really need the job? I am so sure there are people who have asked you about chances to work there and actually qualified. This is from Alusi Global, and he says, "The people of Delta State should protest. So there was vacancy all this while, and the good people of Delta State are jobless. A lot of people with degrees are riding keke, while a female who flashed her boobs on camera got a job from the state government. Just imagine." Edo Wizard says, I said this morning, this incident will make her a star and compensation will start tripping in. The air hostess has just made her a star by being who the universe chose to use to bless her. Your shame might just be your ticket to fame. Welcome to Nigeria. And let's just take this as the final comment from Prestigious. He says, "In Nigeria, just be a terrorist or an offender. Crime is a sure way to prosperity. This is a pandemic and it's eating deep into every Nigerian. We reward bad behavior and we elevate anything deviant." Well, I must say that everybody here has a very, very strong point. Did anyone catch your attention, please?
Yeah, the last comment, you know, what he said, it sounds funny though, but it's really painful and it's the truth. These jobs and all, I don't want to believe that is a literal job they're trying to give her because they're trying to be nice. I feel like I know that there are other like underlined reasons why, because some men in general, right, have a little bit of issue thinking when they see certain things as the way they act that triggers them. So it's not
go down there.
Let us wait for the investigation. Let's wait for more. Let's just see if there'll be more. And like you, let's assume that it's not really the way. Moving on, please. Let's move on. This is a rather sad story from Obafemi Awolowo University. We saw it, and the reason I decided that we should look into it because we've had stories about suicide, even here in the Southeast. We hear it a lot. And I don't know what exactly is going on. I don't know why the rate of suicide is not coming down. Says dental student ends it all after seeing his exam results. And this is too much. So right before we will talk about it, I'll just take the first comment from Daniel Rega, which has sparked controversy. Says, "And does this change the outcome of his results still? No. Suicide is never an option. It's actually nothing but a selfish act because the victim doesn't stop to consider the pain they leave behind for their loved ones. Not to mention how God frowns at this. May the Lord forgive his shortcomings and grant his family peace." the second comment here, since they're just two, I'll just take the second one. It says, suicide is not an option. Bro, you can start at 30, fail at 33, start over at 34, struggle, improve, fail again, make progress, start again at 44, and still be a success. Life no get manual. So a lot of people have been talking about this thing. There are diverse opinions. Like, first off, people are victim blaming. Don't know if, of course, he's the victim now, since he's the victim, whether we like it or not. Whether he failed or he's the victim, because he's the one that is no more right now. So we see a lot of people victim blaming. Why would you even kill yourself? What is exam result? And news has it that he had sat for that. His MBA, I heard, he had sat for it for 3 times. Yes, and he just couldn't take it anymore. And he had to take his life. And there are other people who are tilting towards the direction of education. What is the problem? What is the problem? Because is there something wrong with the education sector? Is there why would he record failure 3 times? A lot of angles. But let me just hear what your reaction to this is.
This is really sad. Okay, you're supposed to say something about MBA. You said it's MBA exam, right?
That's what I saw online. So I guess
even if it's MBA, I don't think it has to do with, because MBA is no law. MBA is law, not.
No.
It's a different.
There's something it's called, anyways. I can't quite remember.
Final exam, something. MBA is law.
Okay. So I was thinking it was law. See, I'm dyslexic. This is my first time saying it on camera. I'm dyslexic, and dyslexia is like you being slow in learning, right? There's some people that have chronic dyslexia. There's some people that before they get a particular thing, they have to struggle hard in reading, understanding, going for extra. Because what I do, I go for extra lessons for me to understand. I don't learn at the same pace as every other person in the classroom. And since I understood this about myself, I always read ahead of the lecturer, so I can catch up and all. But we know that some persons, their brain is very sharp. Yeah. They pick immediately. So maybe he's dyslexic. I want to believe he's dyslexic, and probably his weaknesses and life occurrences just took over everything, that he was not able to handle everything, focus well, and write what he needs to do. Probably he gave in his best. Definitely he must have given in his best. So losing that exam or failing that exam for the 3rd time, it can really, in fact, when I had my first F9 in school, one course like that, but I felt like dying. Jeez, I was crying so hard though. But at that point, at that emotional spark you have, right? A lot of things start coming to your head. I wouldn't say suicide didn't come to my head because I've never had F9 before in school. But having F9 really killed me, right? But tilting towards taking your life because you did not pass a particular exam will not solve it, like what Daniel said. I can't even go right with him. Everything he said is so true. You won't kill yourself. I mean, that's not the end of life. You could pick up your slack and start again. Or better still, if you feel like this is what you want, but you're not really getting it, you could switch over to something else. I mean, this life is long enough, it's big enough for everybody to dream as much as you want, to do many things as much as you want to, right? So, but killing himself is extreme. He went extreme, and I understand where his state of mind was at that point. I understand him, but taking his life was not the answer.
I think there's really nothing more to say except that our heart goes out.
Honestly, you could have just leave it.
He would
and find some other things that can give you joy.
It's still not easy. Yeah, it's easier said.
It's easier said.
But yeah, our heart goes out to the family of the young man. And this is also us in our own way encouraging every student out there. It didn't reach so. Let me say it in a language that we'll understand. It's not supposed to reach like that. And we are in a country where, not to talk down Nigeria entirely, but we're in a country where at the end of the day, you may or may not use your certificate. Yeah. You may or may not become that thing that you are, that you're working so hard to be. There's a whole lot of other things that you can become. Exactly. There are different opportunities out there. You just don't know where one would click for you from. So you shouldn't give up. You shouldn't give up because you failed. Stay strong, keep pushing. At the end of the day, now who they are alive, now you go,
Yeah.
you know,
That's
now you
part
go
of your
succeed.
story. When you start telling it, you don't know. It makes. Just share. I told you this morning that whenever I see somebody that graduates from radiography, it's something in me feels different because that's something I wanted. I fought for it for 4 years. It didn't work. Even university, I know Congo again. So, but I didn't go. I moved to a polytechnic, and I'm doing well. In as much as every single time I see that opportunity, I feel something because this is something I wanted for a long time. But then,
it's your story.
accept life
it's your
and
story,
move
like
on.
you said,
You
it's your
understand?
story.
Yeah.
Accept life.
And
and move
I
on.
feel like support from family is important.
Yeah, people don't have that support. Some people don't have that support, but you just have to.
Okay, so yeah, this goes to the family as well. Try to support your people. Don't be the kind of person that will be scared to come back to at an event where we failed. This is how much we can take on this show today. I wish we had more time because there's a lot to talk about, but unfortunately we have to say goodbye right now. But we'll be here on Saturday next week and every other Saturday giving you all that is happening from around the southeastern part of Nigeria here on Afia TV, on DSTV 254, Go TV 17 and Free TV 748. My name is Divine Onoha.
My name is Ogochukwu Osai, and I just want to remind you that we are streaming live in real time with the burial of late Christian Chukwu, the coach, the former Nigerian football coach and player as well. So you're going to be tuned in by 11 a.m. We're going to be streaming live in real time every part of the burial. We're covering it.
And my name is Luke Ijeoma. And let's not forget, one weekend activity for you to do today is take a nature walk. Walk around. I mean, you've been in the office from Monday to Friday, working, sitting, and in your car or the bus or wherever. So just take a walk around your environment, take a walk around your vicinity, and so you avoid arthritis basically.
Touch grass.
And you be better, touch grass. And aside from that, if you missed the previous conversations, we have it live, not live, but streaming on YouTube. So you can always go back, you can always revert back to
catch
it
up.
and catch up on the conversations. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
See you next week.